Greetings, Leos. This is Damien with HK Readings Healing Culture Tarot, and I'm here to do a December 2019 general love reading. This will be for my Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and/or Jupiter, so stay tuned to see if any of the messages resonate with you. Cross watchers, of course, you're welcome to this video or any video on HK Readings, but I generally do read from the perspective of the sign, unless I feel the energy to do otherwise. But regardless of that, you can still, of course, knowing your story, pick which side you'd be on any given situation here. Now, let's see what we have crowning here as I shuffled. Oh, let me straighten that deck. There we go. Straighten that back up. As I shuffled the goddess guidance here, we've got abundancia, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. So that's a pretty interesting crown we have here. As far as it just being like good, that it just seems like positive readings are starting to come about. Like, I feel like for a while, we all, especially, you Leos, had very trying readings of just going through a lot and having to get over a lot. So it's just refreshing to see that, bountiful blessings are looking to be placed upon you. I am starting to intuit that I need to say, just because the universe is blessing you, I know when you see these videos, it's like, all right, well, when is it coming? When is it coming? I'm feeling the need to say that even though the universe is blessing you or attempting to bless you, you must carry out the strength that you're known for, okay? Especially within, like, the strength card is your card of the tarot. You must carry out the strength and the cognizance enough to acknowledge, and the strength to push through towards those blessings. Like, whatever you must do to get there, you've got to do. You've got to take the steps to the door and open it before receiving what's on the other side. So I know when we get these readings, it's like, oh my God, where is it? Where is it? It's like, okay, can we be honest with ourselves and say that we've done, I feel like, you've done what needs to be done, but there's still like steps that need to be taken towards maybe even just realizing what's all before you. Like, many of you can still be going through bouts of uncertainty in your solidified standings. You know what I mean? I don't want to use the word insecure because I feel like that can be a blanketed word sometimes. But, just having those doubts or those worries, or just thinking that you're not good enough because of everything that's been presented to you before, you're definitely good enough. Okay? You always have been. Just because people take from you doesn't mean anything. Oh, and it's just so crazy, and I'm glad I'm talking about this, that this intuitive message came to me, because I was, whenever you go to the restroom, like, it's phone time. I feel like back in the day, and maybe some people still do it, it's like magazine time or newspaper time. But there's like the endless scrolling, even when you're doing nothing. Like, even if you're just sitting, you're just like in there longer than you need to be because you're on your fucking phone for 20 minutes. Well, anyways, okay. So I decided to take that time. I've been wanting to clear out a lot of my, like my photos and my phone, just to save space. Like, of course my phone has enough space, but it's just, the OCD, like, cleanliness of me, Libra rising, Taurus sun, but in Vedic astrology, I'm a Virgo rising and Taurus sun, Taurus moon. So, like, it really affects me to where I can be like super OCD. Anyways, one of the pictures that I found was, it was something that I had just saved less than a week ago. And it was this animated meme, like this imagery with words, right? And you had like, kind of like, you had a bodily form of energy that was actually black on this side, and then you had one that she was like cosmic, like blue and purple and starry, whatever, on this side, and she had her hands on, his chest. And the caption was, you don't always meet people that are a reflection of who you are. Sometimes you meet people who essentially, because I can't remember it verbatim, need to know you. You know what I mean? They need to experience your energy. You need to teach them. It's not so much that they need to be a succubus, they need to take, but it just kind of like, it helps to let you know where you are on your journey, Leo. So like if you beat yourself up because you're like looking at the people that you've attracted before, and through the sense that you make of everything, you say, well, clearly if I'm attracting these people or these things or this shit keeps happening to me or whatever the fuck keeps going on that just seems so repetitious and cyclical, if these things keep happening, what is it about me? Something must be wrong with me. Okay? But no, you are not an internalization of all the shit that you've had to experience, because you know that you've experienced things that are undeniably horrible, like other people and their characters, what they've done to you. And you don't embody that, so you shouldn't embody, you know, these other things that are holding you back either, if that makes sense. Like, these people came into your life to teach you lessons. They came into your life so that you can teach them, so you can heal them, whatever it is. But what they have done to you, or what your experience may have been with them, or whatever their character may suggest, just because at a certain point you were birds of a feather, it doesn't mean, and you were flocking together, it still doesn't mean that it's for long-term resonance, or that you are still like a mirror or a reflection of that person, you know? I don't care if, you know, just lose that like birds of a feather mindset when it applies to you not being able to let go. Forgive yourself, okay? Forgive yourself, move on, and then also remove the shit that just has nothing to do with you, that does not serve you, that has nothing to do with you, so on and so forth. All right, let's get into a little tarot in Wonderland. That was real deep here. I'm not gonna use all these decks that I brought out. I just wanted to read on this table and appreciate the lighting, because it gets more of it in this part of the house than my room right now, so. Tell me about these blessings of prosperity coming in for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter. I also read for the Jupiterian alignments. Oh, bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles, okay? So let's see, we've got the Ace of Pentacles here. And also, what was I gonna say? Ace of Pentacles just kind of caught me real quick. I don't know. If I remember it, I remember it, but Ace of Pentacles, the Devil, okay. That's a lot. Six of Pentacles, come on, Leo. Okay, it gets better. The High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. So yeah, it's the Ace of Pentacles, the Devil, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Page of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Swords. I'm gonna place the High Priestess and the Ace of Swords up here. I feel like the cards fell out how they needed to be, so it's cool, like proportion-wise. So anyways, I will say that with the blessings that we talk about coming in do finally just so happen to deal with truthful commitments, okay? The people that are going to be coming into your life are people that you can trust, and people that have values, will hold you in high value, and I feel you they, okay? This is about love, but this is also about friendships, and this could also be about strengthening family ties in these moments, you know? Because as your heart heals and it becomes more vulnerable, you're going to be attracting the genuine love of those people around you that you care about, and those relationships are going to strengthen. But I feel more notably like from the people that healed. If you were estranged from anybody, okay, You know, I'm kind of sensing that some of you may have felt that you've done somebody wrong in the past. And, oh shit, this reading is taking a turn. Okay. Wow, this is just, wow, okay. So you may have felt that you've done somebody wrong in the past, okay? And there's a desire to either reconnect with this individual and fix what went wrong, or there's just a desire to make peace and make amends, okay? And I'm sensing that even if it's not to get back with this person, but just to make nice and to make good and to make amicable, you still have like, it still boils down to desire for this person to be in your life. You know, take it vice versa if it applies, and this is the, you know, energies that you've been dealing with, Leo, cross watcher, take it how, you know, if it applies, if this isn't you, but this is your Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, you know, if this is your message. But you just feel like on some level you want this person back in your life. You're not really sure how to do it yet, okay? This is someone that you want a victory with in a new beginning, okay? I feel like this is about someone being seen for their worth and finally being celebrated in a time where they were not before, okay? So someone, you know, and since then, since the loss, whether it was the person that you lost, Leo, or vice versa, this person has had like, I feel like a mental breakdown. They've lost sight of their passions, and you know, they had like maybe even terrible like egos and outbursts like little children, and they, you know, it's just like, even if they weren't behaving like, you know, those childlike ways, others of, you know, other people who are in the situation, it's like, I feel like there's been a deduction to a childlike energy in the sense that somebody felt so lost and sad. You know, I imagine a little boy sad or teary-eyed over mother. Like, I'm literally seeing someone sitting in a dark room with like moonlight hitting them. And it's just like this feeling of, you know, where's mama? But in this sense, it translates to, oh my God, I feel my third eye just, oof, yas. But they miss you. They, oh yeah. They miss you. You know, this could very well be the other person and what they did to you, Leo. And now they want you back. Now, and don't get me wrong, like it's gonna play from both sides. You're gonna have Leos out there who resonate with this because they did dirt. But right now, I feel like I'm speaking stronger, or more so to, again, the perspective of the Leo, which is why I read from it, because I always end up coming back to it at some point. For the sign. But yeah, this is somebody who misses you, or you, they. And, you know, a lot of the energy that they put out mentally and energetically to get you back, like they almost feel hopeless and that prayers haven't been answered. Granted, this hasn't been someone who has done a hill of shit also to really create the resolve that they seek. There could have been little forms of communication coming here and there, and you know, it was really futile. Like, if you were the person who's trying to get this person back, or you just, you know, are saddened about the loss of this person, you know, you haven't really tried very hard. It's been all this energetic push, but you haven't really physically tried very hard. Or, you know, and if it's them to you, they haven't tried very hard. TBH. But what the universe is saying here is that the desire to communicate and to make peace and make well and make amends is getting strong enough to the point where they can't help but speak their truth. Like, this is somebody who's going to have an outburst of having to speak their mind on the direction they want to take something, but they have to be prepared for, whether it's you or them, you know, there needs to be a preparation for a potential refusal, a rejection of an offer, you know? I'm getting the energy that someone's just not going to be having it For some of you, they're not going to be having it. And then I don't feel like they're going to come at you like, how the fuck dare you? Because they've gotten over it. Whether it was you, Leo, like you're completely over it, so you have no bad blood. Or if it's them, they're completely over it, they have no bad blood. But it's like when you're stepped back to Leo, even though you don't have bad blood, you're going to be like, what? I don't love you like that anymore. I don't love you like that anymore. And I think, and especially, yeah, this is what happened to Leo. And again, it could have been Leo doing it to other people, so the cross watchers will pick up on that. But this is cross watchers, you've got your shine, but this is about the Leo who this has happened to. Y'all, I feel like because you will reject an offer that's coming in December from someone from your past who appreciates you and values you now and know that they did you wrong, because you reject that, that's what's gonna have you step into all of the abundance the universe has for you, because it's gonna be like the last test, the last lesson of cutting the cord and removing the cycle from repeating, okay? Really disconnecting. And that's really powerful. This is going to be about you showing that you can remove yourself from toxic energy once and for all. You've just got to make peace with it, okay? So they need to go on and forgive themselves and move on, and you need to step into the blessings that are for you and forgive yourself, because of course there's that point of wondering like, how did I get involved with this person? What was I thinking? Why did I stay so long? How did this person get me to come out of character in the ways in which they did? And, I feel like there's a mutual need to step away and forgive yourselves, forgive one another. But as far as your personal blessings coming about to achieve the stability that you want, a stronger connection that will transcend any of the moments of happiness that you saw in this, or transcend any length of time that you were with this last person. Like this is the person that I think you're definitely going to create memories with. And there's potential for a family as well, extending that family, okay? I feel like for some of you who didn't want to have kids, especially after dealing with this last person, if that was when you decided to cut it off, the desire to have children, that is something that's going to be restored within you. The desire to, if there ever was, you could have been someone who just never did. But for some of you, you will have that shift of wanting to create that family, and it's going to be because of this person. Like this is the person who will not only be the catalyst for it, not just give you the idea and it sounds good, but you're going to want to do so with them, okay? I'm gonna pull 3 more cards. I'm gonna end this up. We're gonna either do Fountain Tarot, we're gonna do Golden Tarot. My love, catch tight by side, you pause, let him go. My mama told me to pick this fork right over here, and you go out of the game for the rest I feel like. I knew it was gonna be Fountain Tarot. I knew it. I was like, I'd love to read Golden right now, but we'll see what Spirit says. Probably Fountain. Okay. King of Wands in reverse. Oh, yes. Trading up. You definitely, oh shit, this is a lot. Yeah, I want one more. But yeah, this is definitely trading up. I don't know what I'm going to title this reading, and I know it takes turns because I feel like it's complex and it's touching on a lot of different stories for different Leos, but I hope y'all stick with it and follow it through, because trading up will likely be the title, but this is definitely a matter of trading up. Why does the 5 of fucking Wands come up in so many people's readings lately? Like, no matter how beautiful, okay, and then we got the 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, thank you. But like, true tea, real words to you. I'm telling you, man, this 5 of Wands is like a fucking creeper in the night, just popping up. It's like, what the fuck? But I have more of an idea of where it's going with it now that I see the Four of Wands. So this is a trade up because the King of Wands in reverse, you know, I was already intuiting, is reflective of, again, the energy that you're leaving behind and the person that you're saying no to. Many of you Leos who've had to walk away, if you know if you don't know their chart, I'm going to tell you, believe it or not, they likely had Leo or, you know, they could have had Aries or Sagittarius in their chart too, but I'm guaranteeing you they had a strong Leo placement somewhere in there between Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, midheaven, you know, as well as you. However, this is symbolic of the rejection and the trade-in for the King of Cups in the upright position, okay? This is deciding to embark on a journey of true love here, regardless of any adversities that come, because you've redefined what a relationship is, what you will and won't accept. You have boundaries, and what you will and won't accept is so important, because I think a lot of times we focus so much on what we don't want. But this is showing me that you've also been putting just as much emphasis on what you do want. And that's really, really nice. And because of that, because if you keep focusing on what you don't want, with no energy given to what you do, and I know you've heard this before, what you will attract is definitely what you don't want, okay? Because that's all you're focusing on, that's where all your energy is going. If you're sitting on one side of the seesaw, you can't expect the other side to give any balance, right? But the moment you have that understanding and you don't dwell on it anymore, you can let it go of what you don't want from the past here, between the Devil and the Six of Coins here, where there was like no reciprocity whatsoever, no equal give and take. A lot of you being drained, you know. You know, coming from a situation where there's no reciprocity, and you know, I just feel like so much energy. If I'm just try to stay with me, I will try to keep myself on track as much as I can as a Gemini moon here. But just in a nutshell, you're just not gonna allow yourself to go back. And the universe will deliver great love to you. I feel like there's so much of your heart that needs nurturing and healing, that whether you're aware of it or not, if somebody, you know, this genuine, pure person could approach you right now and open up the door of your heart, gently pull it out. The moment their fingers touch it, you tremble. And the energy they put into it is all light and all love and all bliss. And they stroke it and they cater it and they kiss it and they nurture it. They gently place it back in, connect it to the appropriate tubes. Lock that door of the heart softly to where it makes no sound, no shut. But then instead of locking it back, leaves it unlocked and places the key in your pocket. That's exactly what you've been waiting for, whether you realize it or not. Because you're always going to be strong. And I feel like, Leos, whenever you get out of something, y'all can tend to have that persevering energy, kind of like us Tauruses, where you move forward, but you don't necessarily pay attention to the healing of your heart. It's like you just move forward like that strong-willed, fixed, you know, that fixed big dick energy. And I've known Leos just like my father, my late father, who passed away, you know, about 5 years ago. Went through so much, and was there for anybody and everybody. Even the people that he knew weren't there for him, knew would use him for what he could do for them. Like, he always just lived with a bright heart, just took care of his family, did what he had to do. And as much as he let my mother in, the closest person ever to him, minus his mother, was raised two women, and I was his boy, you know? Only boy, only child, so there's that. But, you know, though he loved me, I realized very, you know, I understand the separation in what I'm saying here. Like, his strength was in his women, you know? Not to discredit his love for me as his son, but she could still only get so close to him in times because, you know, Leos just aren't big on showing any weakness at all. They'll show you enough. Like, if you're the most important person in Leo's life, you'll get pretty far as farther than the rest. However, you know, I think they'll still tend to hold back so much, and I just want y'all to know that what the universe is bringing in for you is a situation, and I'm telling you now so you know, and you don't blow past an opportunity or just anything that can come up. I'm telling you now, allow this person, you know, leave the door of your heart open. Allow them to come in and heal it and fix it, you know. Because we can't do everything alone. And I feel like some of y'all really, really need some heavy heart chakra work. Heart chakra work is going to be very, very important, okay? I feel like y'all are going to get married. I feel like this person coming in, if you're a Leo male, there's going to be a moment where it just hits you and you're not going to blink to hesitate or think twice. You might ask before you get the fucking ring because you just, it's like the moment that the time is now, it would just be now. And, you know, some of you Leo females may be the one to initiate as well. But, you know, for those of you who aren't, and I'd say it's probably the majority because people are still pretty traditional in that sense, this is how your new person's gonna feel about you. Like, just ready to put their ring on it right now. Or ready to just, I mean, they will tie a rubber band 3 times around and slide it on your finger and say, let's go to the mall real quick, but keep this on your finger type shit, you know? And you're gonna just quickly say yes. Like, it's gonna be no questions, ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because this person is gonna show you something. Let's pull some shit, we here. This person is gonna show you something. And I haven't done a lengthy reading in a while, so here we are, my Leos. Yeah, and it's nice taking the reading this far to really get into what this abundance is like, you know, talking about here. Emotional abundance and prosperity in love, finances, and career. And I'm also seeing now with the Ace of Pentacles as it ties, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles as it ties into this point of the reading, it's like, now we're talking about things finally being equitable and even keel. If you had to pay for everything before, just like all that shit, it's just for the birds, you know? This is a new type of romance. Okay. Do we have someone who wants to object? We do. Okay. We have someone who wants to object. And this is kind of one of the first times I'm seeing the Queen of Swords in this way. but it's the first thing that came to mind here. Queen of Swords, looking at the energy of the Fool here, number 0. And then we got the 9 of Coins. So it's like this. Because I do feel that within this 5 of Wands energy, this person that's coming into your life, you still are choosing over others. You know, it's not this simple life where you were done dealing with one person. Nobody else was ever interested in you. You were talking to nobody else. And then this other person just came in like this 1 + 1 = 2. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, clearly as you have been finalizing the transition out of the situation with the past individual, the past traumas, the past upsets and disappointments, there were other people who I feel, you know, they wanted or they are wanting to be where, or will want to be where this new individual is going to be, you know? They want to capture your heart and your love and your imagination and all of those things in place of the person who might be doing it. So I do see a lot of jealousy. I'm just looking over all the cards on the board, a lot of jealousy and a lot of people wondering what the fuck is going on. Like somebody you may have been talking to, you just stopped because you met the one. You know what I mean? This King of Cups energy here. Like, yeah, I know we went on a couple of dates. I mean, it wasn't even that serious. I mean, if it was to you, I apologize, but it's almost like, you know, you're sitting here like, what the fuck do you want? Hold on, wait, let me go back and tell the person that I feel that I'm falling for, like this true, deep, new soulmate connection. Let me go tell them, nah, so I can come make you feel better about the fact that it's not working. Like, does that make any sense? So you're really gonna just be kind of practically and, you know, just breaking hearts and keeping it real here with individuals about you being able to make your own decisions. And I think that you may be tired of people telling you what's best for you. This could be family telling you what's best for you. This could be people who want to be with you, telling you that they're best for you because they know what you need. They know what's best for you. A lot of people in your life have liked to tell you what's best for you, okay? And you're like, I don't need anybody fucking telling me. I don't give a fuck about your objections. I don't give a fuck if you think this is happening too quick, mom. Because the energy you're bringing to me is stressing me the fuck out, and like, you should really just be happy for me. Or, you know, for others of you, it will be this person from the past who comes forward to object and, you know, is literally, because we have transformation energy with the butterfly here, and then taking a new beginning, transformative energy number 0 here, the Fool, and they're yielding that sword by that butterfly. Just, they want to kind of interfere and come in with, you know, sharp, stern communication about how they feel about what you're doing and how they object. And you're just like, I can make my own fucking decision. You know, where were all of these people objecting, you know, as they meddled in your life when things didn't turn out so well? Like, they couldn't intuit that, they couldn't see that. So it's like, what are they objecting for now? Why your happiness is strongly what I'm sensing. And then as far as, you know, the past lover who may be coming back, you know, and objectifying, you know, this whole situation, like, I really want to contest this. Like, you know, you can't move on like that. Yeah, you can stand on your own over here. You can feel independent with that 9 of Coins shit, but you can't move on with anybody else. And you're like, says who? Or who do you think you are? So just be prepared, because people are definitely watching you. Looking at all the cards on the board again, you know, we still have the 6 of Wands here. So, you know, as it pertains, you know, to this part of the reading now, this is just about you being in the spotlight. Before, we talked about the victorious nature, you know, that came from all of this, but now this is just about you being in the spotlight. People are watching you, your every move, and people are gonna be having shit to say and judging, and it's like an army of motherfuckers. I mean, if you want, this could be the past boo, that could be your sister, that could be your friend, or, you know, an acquaintance or whatever. But all these people with something to say also. I think that's another thing you're gonna have to deal with. And, you know, The High Priestess doesn't have time for that bullshit. And with the Ace of Swords, I also feel like you're just gonna be saying like, hey, pause, because I will quickly remove you. For anybody who tries to come between your happiness and its flourish, you're saying, I will quickly remove you. I will quickly remove anybody who is just not on the level that I'm on right now. I'm taking a beginning towards new love because I'm confident in myself to know that I can extend myself out like that again. And this feels right, okay? Let's do one more goddess guidance and then we're done, Leo. Couldn't have said it better myself. I'm leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. And that's exactly what the fuck you are doing. The naysayers and the haters, they can go. Okay? Now, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. See what the hell I'm gonna title this reading. But Leos, if you haven't already subscribed to HK Readings, please hit that subscribe button to stay tuned to future messages, okay? Go ahead and leave your comments of resonance too and like the video, help it circulate. As far as personal readings, of course, I'll have all of that information in the description box below with the services as well. It's after December 1st, so the special is no longer happening, but I will have a different one posted, I would say in about 2 weeks or so. And then you can also look for all of the good stuff on Instagram. Again, that's in the description box below as well. So until next time.